another thing to preface is that at least one of your kids is going to drop their paperclip into their instrument. No matter how many times they are warned or how careful we attempt to be, I have yet to go a full year without one kid, often a tuba player, dropping their paperclip into their lead pipe. But
Brass players.
oh well, it is what it is. So we take it and just fold it right over there. And what that's doing is creating a gap between the mouthpiece receiver and the shank of the mouthpiece so that air is going to leak out the side. It's effectively buzzing into the instrument. So you're still getting that vibration and that having to find the pitch with your own lips rather than using the trumpet to help you. It just adds more resistance to it.
Mm.
The students will probably feel the air coming back at them. Now, one of the things that I really try to preach when I talk to people about using the paperclip as a substitute for buzzing is that it's not about using more air. It's about creating even glissando vibration between note changes.
Mm-hmm.
The disconnect between the end of the shank and the receiver of the mouthpiece it's going to cause them to use a little bit more air anyways. So if you start to talk about, maybe like try to make it sound like your instrument, right? Try to use enough airflow to sound like your instrument. I personally think that's where you start to overblow the center of the aperture. So if we're going to use this paperclip method on like a stock 3-note Remington, the mouthpiece is so removed that you can do it without the valves.
I'd like to share 3 important reasons why you need to take advantage of marchingartseducation.com and the resources that Tim Hinton has put together for anyone involved in the marching pageantry arts world. Number 1, we've heard the expression that experience is the best teacher. And the truth of the matter is, that's the biggest lie we tell ourselves. Experience isn't the best teacher. Other people's experience. Now that's the best teacher, because you can learn from all the mistakes they made and how they figured out how to make it work and not make those mistakes yourself. The second reason is if you're a fan of Stephen Covey, you know the phrase sharpening the saw and how we all need to take time to keep learning. And in our world especially, the people who are most successful are the ones who are constantly learning and growing and developing their craft of teaching and designing and making this thing work for them in their situation with their students in their school or community or environment. And number 3, it's the most cost-effective way to gain an advantage like that, because you could take a marching band methods course somewhere in America at the college level, undergraduate or graduate. But for an undergraduate credit hour, you're going to spend $530. And for a graduate level course, in the United States right now, it's $631 per credit hour. When you can make a small investment each month and have access to an entire catalog of materials and instruction and ideas that will serve you well, way beyond the cost of admission. Marchingartseducation.com might be your secret weapon for a more successful future in the pageantry world.